What's good with the YouTube Conflicts perspective? It's your boy Big Flacco, smashing, dashing, sliding on through, as always, with a little bit of energy. And I got my co-host as well, Big Good or Whole. And today I got a special guest, man. Someone whose brother I was real close with, close to his whole family. I've known him since he was a kid. He's been in the rap game since he was like about 6 years old, doing concerts, performing. He's experienced his own personal struggles, and he's persevered into the man he is today, and he's still pushing a positive message with his music. And the boy got some straight talent, man. I'm gonna introduce you right now. Cameron James, how you doing, brother?
How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good.
We're gonna start this off, man. Take us back to the early days of your life, bro.
Yeah, so Cameron James, that's go by the artist name. James be my middle name. Grew up in the Bay Area, California, really all over. My mom's from Fresno, dad's from Oakland. My younger days, I moved around a lot, Fremont, Fresno, Oakland, Sacramento. So I really been all around just the Bay Area, Northern California in general. Raised by a single mother, 2 brothers, 1 sister. My dad raised me too, but I lived with my mom most of my life. So, I was in a household with a single mother, and just moving around a lot, and just going through a lot of different situations, as a young age, but came up on top as I got older.
Take us back to how you got involved in the rap stuff. At what age?
So my dad, my dad does music. He's done music since he was a kid. So, by like one of the first memories I remember is when we lived in Oakland on 81st and Bancroft. He had a studio in the living room. So, some of my first memory was music. Waking up, all I remember is hearing music. So, and when I wake up and go in the living room, all I seen was music equipment. So I always just naturally gravitated towards that. And then, in my family, we got a lot of people who play instruments and was in a band back in the day too. So it's kind of like in my blood. But at 6 years old is when I started getting into recording, just playing around with it, doing it for fun, nothing serious. But just as I gradually got older and was old enough to perfect my craft, I say around the age 10 is when I started performing for like YMCAs and just Boys and Girls Club, and opening up and just actually going in the studio and just working like that at like the age of 10, 11.
Yeah. And you were able to elevate yourself. You started performing at like BET, the Disney show, and
yeah.
A lot of stuff people don't realize, man. You was out there, man, opening for a well-known artists and stuff like that at a young age.
Yeah. So that came on later down the line, but that just came with just the groundwork that I had did as a young kid. Like, so when I performed for the YMCAs, all that did was just help me get to the next level and perform on a more professional level. So yeah, BET came around about 16 years old. That was the first time I had auditioned. They held an audition in San Jose that I didn't win the first audition. But then they held another audition a couple months later in Vegas. And when I went to Vegas to do the audition for that, that's when I finally got my shot to go and perform on BET 106 in Park. They had a segment called Wild Out Wednesdays, and it was where independent artists come and they compete, and you get to send in your votes through text message. And yeah, man, it was just, I didn't let my first audition loss break me down. I only let it build me up and seen what I did wrong and perfected my craft. And when I went for the second audition, I had got it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So take us through those years of after, man. Like, how has it been the last 10 years now? Because I know you're 26 years old, man. What things have occurred in your life, and what's changed you into the man you are today?
Well, other than music, I always dealt with a lot of trials and tribulations, stuff that, a lot of people go through living in the urban community, drugs, violence, just abuse and all kind of aspects. So, as I was doing music, I was going through situations where, I probably didn't speak about, especially in my music, because I was taking another approach on trying to be more commercial. And, some of the things that I was going with, I didn't I guess I want to say I wasn't allowed or it wasn't appropriate to talk about in my music at those times. So, you know, just from that time of being 16, I had, you know, and then at 16, that's the age you come of like, you know, you dealing with a lot of stuff even more because you're coming into age where now you're heading up to 17 and 18. And then, you know, you get into the age where it's like, now you taking everything that you've been through growing up and you really taking a step back and it's really affecting you. So, you know, after I had done the whole BET stuff and I came of age about 17, 18, I really just wanted to take a break from it all. Music wasn't fun anymore because I wasn't doing the music that I wanted to do and I couldn't talk about the things I wanted to talk about. It was fun and good at the time because I was a kid enjoying life, enjoying opening up for major artists, getting opportunities that other kids my age wasn't getting. But when I go home and step away from all that, you know, I still was dealing with stuff at home that was really, that was real, you know. So after that, you know, I just took a break and started going through the motions of, you know, dealing with stuff with my family being addicted, you know, my brother getting locked up, friends and family dying around me, you know. So it was a real hard time for me, but music is what I love to do. So I always have music to go back to, whether if I wasn't pushing music in the forefront, you know, it was my therapy to go down and write what I was going through. And when I came of age, I want to say 1920 is when I started to get back in the studio and progressively build up my new, not I want to say persona, but build up my new step chapter in life. You know, I was going by Cam back then when I was younger. And when I took the approach to, you know, take my music to another level, it was like, okay, well, if I want to be everything authentic, I'm gonna just also leave my name being authentic, which is my real name, Cameron James. So it just came down to a whole thing of just, you know, going through everything, putting it through my music, learning about my new chapter in life, and then taking it head on and growing up and maturing with the whole situation.
And you've gone through some trials and tribulations in your life recently, in the last like 5 years, man.
Yeah.
You know, can you speak on those?
Yeah. So, you know, I had addiction problem myself, you know, dealing with pills and drinking and smoking. You know, it's kind of a family curse on both sides. And, you know, I got family on dad's side, people who drink, dealt with drugs. Same thing on my mom's side. So, you know, I was also surrounded and kind of influenced by it, you know. But one of the biggest things that really just affected me in 2017, I had lost my older brother to drugs, you know, and
as you know, that was a close friend of mine, guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, so, you know, that was like one of the toughest things. You know, I had lost close people before then, but you know, when it's your blood brother, you know, that's a whole different. And in that same year, I lost my friend to gun violence. She had died too that same year. So, you know, I had dealt with that. And then what made it so hard was my brother had been locked up off a little situation he was in. And he was only home for about a week until that's when he died. So, you know, I missed out on like a whole year of not seeing him because of him being locked up and then him coming home to only seeing him for a couple of days and then getting a call, you know, literally got the call from somebody he was with and saying, hey, your brother's on the floor. And he's blue, you know? So getting that call was just like, it was just crazy. It's like your whole world get turned upside down. And then, you know, you dealing with your personal issues. And then it's like, damn, now this is a big hit. So, yeah.
Yeah. As much as the limelight as you had at one time, people don't realize that even as an artist, you know what I mean? At a young age, you still experience your stuff, your issues. And sometimes it's kind of, you know what I mean? Because I remember when, you know what I mean? When those guys stabbed you back in the days, I remember all these issues, man. I mean, it's not always been easy to live life, man, but the things that you've been doing today, you know what I mean, are well worth it. You know what I mean? So, what's the future plans for Cam? Cameron.
Yeah. So yeah, right now I could just say, you know, things are progressively getting better, just with a mind state of just wanted to get better. You know, taking my trials and tribulations and learning from my mistakes, continue to mature and grow, create opportunities for myself. I'm in school right now. You know, I didn't finish school at high school. You know, I dropped out. So, you know, education was one thing that I wanted to continue to finish. So it's never too late for anybody, you know, in my situation where they drop out. I did it. I'm back in school right now, working on my new music. And the best thing that ever happened to me, you know, I'm a father now. So, you know, everything that I do, you know, I still make my mistakes. I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes and I'm still going through, you know, my growing pains and still learning as I go. But, you know, since I became a dad, you know, my eyes have opened way more wider to life, and knowing that what I do is not only going to affect me, it's going to affect my daughter and my family, you know. So that's pretty much the best thing that's probably happened to me. And then I moved away from all that stuff from the Bay Area. I'm here in Canada now. So, you know, I was being stuck in the middle of it. You don't really get to step back and see what the issues are and what you're going through until you leave and realize, damn, that's, you know, you take a step back and you see like, okay, you know, what was happening back home just wasn't for me.
Most definitely. Change is good. So for the viewers out there, man, let them know your racial makeup.
Yeah, so my mom's Mexican, my dad's Black, so I'm half Black and half Mexican.
So you know, we have a big Raza following, bro. So
Yeah,
you get
crazy too. I want to say, since I connected with you, just like when we started talking about this, so many people have been hitting me up and shouting you out, saying, "Oh, Flacco brought me this to this page." So I just want to also give you a shout out and thank you for that. You know, because it's opportunities like these that I want to take. You know, no matter what the platform is. You know, if it's a big platform, small platform, starting out, whatever it is, it's good to come to these platforms and talk about these situations and just get on any type of platform where you can voice your opinion and voice your story and your trials and tribulations. So I want to say thank you for that, because ever since then, I literally every single day, it's a comment and a like and a subscriber. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, we got a decent following. We got about 20,000 subscribers. I'll let Rojo ask some questions right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
so on the music tip, bro, let's in your opinion, who is the biggest person where you, even as an artist, felt like, man, I'm a fan right now. I'm with this dude or this female, or like somebody that you work with, you know, especially as a youngster that you looked up to, like, damn, man, I'm a fan of this person and now I'm working together with them, man. Who would be your inspiration like that?
So I had dealt with a headphone company called Monster Products.
I'm familiar, yeah. They make good stuff. Yeah.
So Nick Cannon had a headphone company with him called Intunes. It was his line of headphones, but it was under Monster Products. I did photo shoots with him. Kaylani did a photo shoot with him on that same day. It was a bunch of big artists who came through, independent artists and big artists who came through on this photo shoot and just was able to make connections and connect with people, you know. And so when Nick Cannon would probably have to say one of the biggest people that I worked with in moguls, not even just as an artist, just as entrepreneurship and just as a mogul. That was a big thing for me, that especially at a young age, seeing that and just seeing what life could be like, you know, being around these type of people and the opportunities that could be created. That was probably one of the biggest artists biggest people that I looked up to, not even just as an artist or on the music side.
And also, hey, do you still get like, you know, stage fright, a little nervous or anything when you get out there? Have you moved past that?
Yeah, nah. There's always just that. I call it the jitters. There's always that. You know, I've done it so long and just been groomed since a young age. You know, my dad literally putting me through rehearsals before shows and, you know, getting yelled at for my mistakes, you know, as a young age. So just getting put through that kind of like music boot camp. You know, I kind of just been groomed to go out there and do what I need to do. But, you know, I always still get those jitters of just, it's more of an excitement. Yeah, you get nervous because you don't want to mess up. You know, there's always that possibility. But I also say that to say, you know, continue to rehearse. I don't care if you're the top artist. Michael Jackson rehearsed, Usher rehearsed, Chris Brown rehearsed, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. So all these big, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all these big people, don't matter what kind of level you're on, you always got to rehearse if you want to continue to perfect your craft and stay in this game for a long time.
That makes sense, man. That makes
Definitely.
sense.
So what's the future? What's the future hold for your music? What's your
Oh man,
goal?
this year I got a lot. I got a video. So I got a new mixtape and a video dropping February 1st at 10 p.m. So you kind of get a little double thing of music video and a mixtape. I'm also in the works right now of shooting 2 more music videos. So this year is just being more consistent. Now that I went back to school too, I'm in school right now for a music arts program. So that's teaching me not even just being the artist aspect, it's teaching me the business side of it. So I'm learning, how to deal with the business side, the production side, learn what it takes to be an artist. So I'm just taking everything in right now from school and just learning everything, pretty much like relearning or learning on top of the stuff that I already know, and just applying it to everything that I'm doing with music. So, my next step too is I do want to get into acting. I got a connection out here in Canada with my boy. He had let me in his little short film that I had did a couple months ago. So that was real fun for me, so that's another step that I want to eventually take on to the acting side. But with the music, it's just now it's just time for me just to pump it out. I got my own studio now, so it's like there's no excuse, for me not to drop something. So right now it's just me being consistent, staying consistent, just giving out material, and then hopefully some pop, because everything that I want to drop, you never know what somebody's going to gravitate to, right? It could be the things that you don't think something's going to pop or someone's not going to like, and they end up liking it. So really just staying consistent with it, going hard, and just, like I said, continue to learn and create new opportunities for myself. Continue to link up with people, make connections, get on platforms such as yours, what I'm saying, to take advantage of all the opportunities that are coming my way.
Hey, what's the main difference that you notice now that you're living the Canadian life? What how much does it differ between the US and there, just in general?
Like I've been around, when I in the States, you have a different, like New York is different from Cali, Detroit is different from Cali and this and that, but Cali is all I know. Even though I've been to certain states, visited and stuff, performed in certain states, California is all I know. Really, Northern California, just being in that little bubble for so long. But just coming out here and just seeing the diversity, seeing so many people from around the world, just Caribbeans, and seeing just different people from backgrounds, and different people from South America. Just it's like just a big melting pot that we don't really get to see in the Bay Area or in California. We got our Asians, we got Pacific Islanders, we got our Latinos, Latinas, we got our Blacks, but it's not like the Africans or the Jamaicans, and so it's coming out here was a big culture shock. And then another thing was the weather. It don't snow where we at, so we get snow out here in Canada. It don't snow back in the Bay, so the weather is definitely was a shock to me too. But as I'm out here, it's my life now, so it takes some getting used to, but just what it is now. So I just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Is there any message you have for the viewers out there, man, about Cameron, about life in general, man? It's a positive platform we're trying to push.
Yeah. So, man, just whatever you're going through, just know that when you work at something and you really want something, just go for it. Like as for myself, personally speaking, I'm still going through a lot of stuff. I'm still dealing with the pain and the demons that, I have dealt with in the past and currently work with, but it doesn't make me who I am, what I'm saying? And, don't be afraid to talk to someone. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's a friend, someone you need to talk to, whatever you need to do. If it's working out, eating better, whatever you need to do to make yourself healthier and become a better person, go for it. Know that whatever you're going through, like I said, if it doesn't break you, it's only gonna make you better. And you got dreams, follow them. Don't let nobody say you can tell you can't do something. You know, if you believe it in your heart and you have a passion for it, you know, go for it. You know, we only get one life. That's it. You know, just one. So you got to make the best of it. Don't let the days pass you by. You're not doing nothing with your life. And just like I said, man, the most thing too is ask for help. We can't do it all by ourselves, you know. Like you coming to me, that's help. You know, building these platforms, getting on these platforms, this is help. And this is help that's going to be able to elevate my craft and elevate who I am as an artist, becoming on a different platform, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just help. You know what I'm saying? Help, I would have to say, is one of the biggest things because we all need help.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to be posting all your links. Cameron James, he's on YouTube, man. What other social medias do you have?
Yeah, so I'm on everywhere. I'm on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah, so just basically all the major platforms. You could check me out, man. You know, I'm trying right now. I got major views on YouTube. Trying to get my subscriber game up. You know, you can check me out on Instagram, Cameron James Official, FTF. I'm on TikTok. All my links is in my link tree on my Instagram. So you can go there. It's just one-stop shop. Just click on the link and literally everything pops up and you can see, check me out on any streaming platform that you're streaming off of.
All right, well, we appreciate having you on our show, man, telling your story, man. We look forward to seeing your future success.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries, man. We appreciate you, man. Have a good rest of your weekend too, by the way.
You too, man. I appreciate it.